Hello there bros and hoes, my name is Mark and you're very welcome to Marky's Herps. In this video I'm going to be talking to you about getting the cheapest possible setup out there for a snake. And again, there'll be pictures up here that I'll talk about throughout the duration of the video. Make sure you leave a like for that production quality, let's call it. First thing you're going to see is a screenshot from eBay. And it's of the most crucial bit of kit that you can possibly have in your arsenal. It is a thermostat. Do not pick up a reptile of any sort without a thermostat, and you can get these things cheap as chips on eBay. I have two of them at the moment. They all maintain temperatures perfectly well. Sometimes, they'll hover a little bit below, but they'll never go over. I've never had a temperature reading from a thermometer go higher than what it says on the thermostat, so that's good, believe you me. They maintain temperatures very well. It's called, I think, a pulse thermostat, in that it'll turn off and on and off and on to maintain temperature. €10 thereabouts, free postage from Hong Kong usually. €10, let's start off. Next thing you're going to see is a heat pad from a seller in Scotland, and they do heat pads of varying sizes, and the one that I put in this tub, if I had to, is the one listed there. I can't remember the exact dimensions, but I remember the price is around €15. So now you're at €25. You have your heat source worked out, heat source taken care of. Next thing, the tub. I'm going to show you a picture of Idun's tub. Tubs in Woodies, and I think the brand is called Crystal something. It's not Rub, it's not the Rub company, it's some other paddywhack company, but any plastic tub will do that has a secure lid. That one in Woodies, €11. So now you have a heat source and an enclosure, let's call it, for, what was it, 36? Would it be 36 quid? Let's say 36 quid. Forgive me if I fuck this up. Aspen, 10 quid. So that's 46. Bowl, if you want a fancy Exoterra one, call it another 15 quid. That's going to be 56, 61. Hide, another 12. That's going to be 73. Cork bark, a tenner, 83. So 83 quid for a full, decent looking colubrid setup. 83 quid. You would pay over 100 quid for a simple aquarium style vivarium. Don't get that twisted. If you want an Exoterra, you're talking about 150. Anywhere you look, there's no way of getting it cheap unless you buy second hand. If you go on to Dundeal, make sure you go on to dundeal.ie if you're over here in Ireland, or any kind of Craigslist site, classified site, and you will find cheap Viv second hand in good nick. But for all that effort, I'd rather buy a tub. Now I'm going to show you a picture that I sourced from Instagram, and the picture is from a girl that I follow called Lauren Keeger. Forgive me if I pronounce it wrong. Make sure you go over and check her Instagram out. She has a complete minimalist setup here for her two corn snakes. She uses newspaper as a substrate, which I have in Catherine's tank. And if you've a newspaper lying around the house anyway, sure, it's free. She uses a toilet roll tube for a hide, which, I mean, is more or less free if you're recycling it. And for a water bowl, she uses the bottom of a water bottle, like a fucking mineral water bottle. She cuts the bottoms off them and uses them as water bowls. Perfectly fine. Again, free. I mean, you don't buy, unless you buy a newspaper and a water bottle and toilet rolls just to do this. But the whole fact of it is you're recycling these things. You bought them for the purposes they were intended for, and now you're using them for alternative purposes. So more or less you're recycling. You're getting stuff for free, basically, in a kind of roundabout way. So that setup, man, all you're going to need is the 10 for the the thermostat, the 15 for the heat source, which is 25, the 11 for the fucking tub, which is a 32 litre tub. Sorry if I didn't mention that already. So that's again what, 10, 15, 10, 25, 36, and that's it. 10, 25, 36, that's it. That's the whole thing. I mean, newspaper, pick one up for free. You can get a community newspaper over here in Ireland, like the Northside People, for free. Toilet roll, inner tube, if you're living at home, man, they're going to be everywhere. Or if you're walking past someone's recycling bin, have a look in, you're going to see one. And a water bottle, or any other thing. I use, actually, I'll put a picture up here. I use cat water bowls from Tesco, £2 each. Or as a hide, what I do is cut cereal boxes up and use the bottoms of cereal boxes for hides. Perfect hides. If they shit on them, they can be thrown out and replaced. Simple as. Anyway, guys, I hope that really taught you something about how to get into the hobby for cheap. If you're getting into it, man, don't buy a Viv. Or if you are going to buy a Viv, buy one second hand. Shop around on the classified sites. Don't go out and below 150 on a Viv, or 200 quid on a complete setup from a pet store. It's fucking barbarous. Like, it's absolutely criminal how much pet shops charge. And yes, it's to make overheads and it's to make pay, but that's the nature of pet shops. By all means, support your local one, but I'm going to get my shit cheap if it's going to do the same thing. So that's me, your boy Marky. You're tuned into Marky's Herps. Make sure to subscribe. I'm out. Good luck. Have a good one.